God. Christ. Welcome back everybody. Now this is a slightly different trip. I know I've been to Switzerland recently and been doing some mountain bike stuff, but you know, that was quite traditional, going, staying at hotels. This time I'm away thanks to Sunlight Motorhomes. As you can tell, I'm in a motorhome, but this isn't my motorhome. I've actually borrowed a German one. Look, the steering wheel's on the wrong side. Basically what happened was I flew into Munich yesterday and then drove 3.5 hours into Austria, and currently in Soelden, and this is actually Soelden campsite, which I might have to show you around in a minute because it's actually pretty sweet and right in the center of town, which I did not expect. So the plan is obviously going to do some mountain biking. Now originally the plan was I was going to bring my trials bike and mountain bike, but the flights I chose were fairly strict on only bringing one bike. I did think about getting a bike posted over, but oh my god, it was causing so much stress. Because I'm moving around in a motorhome, I don't have a fixed address, I don't know, where I'm going to be, particularly on the last day, where I can send stuff back. So I am here on the old Santa Cruz, and yeah, we're going to go up some of these mountains very shortly. I'm going to meet up with some guys from the Bike Republic Soelden. Now they are doing a great job promoting riding in and around this area, trying to get families here, serious riders here, kids here. So it'll be awesome to meet them and see what the deal is. Potentially might meet some trail builders who actually built a lot of the trails here, which would be awesome. And we're going to have some photographers and filmers here just doing some articles, maybe for some German magazines and online media. So it's going to be a busy few days. I think it's 2 or 3 days in Soelden, then we're moving on, and you just have to wait and see where we end up next. So I'm just about ready. I've got all my pads on, I've got my shoes on. I'm just about to meet up with Sissie, who is a journalist. She's basically the one who's organised this whole thing. So I'm going to catch up with her, go up the hill and see what we can do. And of course, chest cam it and see what cool footage we can get. That is a nice start to a trail.
Shall we?
Yeah. Oh, it is dusty. Okay, so this is a blue flow trail to get us warmed up. Don't look go full ham straight off. The weather conditions today are pretty prime. I think it's meant to rain tomorrow. This would be a perfect way to get warmed up. Plus, I put some brand new brake rotors and pads on, so my brakes aren't working very well just yet. But I'm sure they'll work pretty soon. Now, I've also got a brand new phone, which I do have in my backpack, but my last phone, which I smashed to pieces, was also in my backpack. So yeah, I'm really not wanting to smash my brand new expensive phone. Whoop. Skipping. Come on, gears. I've also never ridden this trail before, and it made me go up front, which is interesting. But I'll tell you what, this trail has got some flow. This is nice. I am just extremely aware of how dusty it is. So I've got a rider in front now, but that's all good. This is just a warm-up. This is actually really nice and flowy. It's like one long pump track. I'm assuming it's down here. Ah, this is nice. I do like bikes. Testing my front tyre grip limit there. Bumpy. I think that was cow wee I just rode through. Wow, did not read that properly. That's one way to do it. Right, more boardwalk, honestly. From never riding that North Shore boardwalk stuff to then the last 2 weeks riding it like so much. I just want my front brake to shut up. Might have to put a different rotor on it or something. Whoa. Oh, Christ. Oh, a flow trail. Surprised by the number of braking bumps, but I guess this gets used quite a bit. Oh, where's this go? It's like a flipping maze. Yeah, this is a good flow trail. I had no idea what was coming up then. Thought it was just a big drop. And by the way, I've had people commenting about how I've not talked about arm pump for a while, and I'll talk about that in a minute, because yeah, I'm not quite getting it as much as I used to. Whoa.
You alright?
Yeah.
All good?
All good. I'm just trying to figure out why my front brake's so loud.
Yeah, they're loud. So I hardly ever see you, but I hear you.
Something's vibrating. It shouldn't be vibrating. Okay, so that's the blue trail done. Good warm up. Bike's feeling good, other than the brakes are really loud and a smacked my mech on something, which now the gears are skipping a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Just about to swap the rotor, maybe the pads, see if I can quieten that down, because that's really, really annoying. Anyway, here we are, camping Soelden. Super convenient. Literally right at the bottom of the gondola and the trails. And there is my hotel. Bit smaller than one at home. I think there's a T65, but it's cute, and I had an amazing night's sleep last night. Okay, so following the guys who actually built these trails now, so they should know all the sneaky lines, and it should be pretty quick, kicking up some amount of dust. I'm actually really embarrassed by my back brake. It's so loud. Check this woodwork out. It's so cool. That was wild. Dramatic. What is some sneaky little things that catch you out if you're not careful. Ah, this is sick. Oh my god. Okay, so this one, not done this one yet. Following these guys down, the trail builders, I think they should be reasonably fast, or at least know where the trail goes. So I'm going to try and keep up with them. And this one I think is again flow trail. They do have some natural trails here as well. Just haven't ridden those yet. That's probably going to be in the next couple of days. So I'm just enjoying these flow trails for now. But again, it's still dusty as hell, but I'm enjoying it. Not sure I'm going to be able to keep up describing or talking the entire way down this, so there may be times of no talking. Maybe think of stuff to say in a voiceover afterwards, but yeah, if I go quiet, that's why. I definitely don't want to fall down this hill, because I don't think the bike would stop for quite some time. Trying to get my Scandinavian flicks on the go. Definitely need to work on those a bit. I'm loving all these berms. There's so many high lines on them. Okay, and I've almost come up with a verdict for these trussed forks. Probably save that until after this trip. Need to get some alternative angles of filming them, so you guys can see them working a bit like I did with the motion forks. I think that'd be really cool. So many sneaky little boppy jump parts. Oh, there are a lot of dust and braking bumps. Man, that looked pretty cool. These trails are so long, they're not the roughest in the world, but my word, do they get your arms and legs burning. I'm okay so far though. Arm pump wise, I'm learning to hold on a little less tighter and also try and not drag my brakes. So I'm trying to just jab my brakes when I think there's grip, and then just let the brakes off when I think I can go. And that seems to be working quite well. It seems like it'd be quite a obvious thing to do, but yeah, I just didn't do it. So once we get down to the bottom of this trail, there's a bit of a connection, and then we go down basically a 4 kilometer pump track, which we did before, and oh my word, my legs are burning at the end of that. Cool. One thing I have noticed on my first day of being here is it is popular. There's a lot of riders here of all ages, sex, abilities, which is really cool, but it does mean there's a lot of traffic on the trails. So yeah, there's a lot of people which we might catch up, but likewise there might be some really fast riders as well. But it's all good. Try and get my scrub on. That was funny, just bopping along. That was a good burn, good dirt. Whoa. Did not know how much of a corner was on that then. Oof. Straight to flat. I think we've caught Soelden up again. Definitely some good Scandinavian flick practice though. I think those are the nicest I've ever done. Wild, man. Okay, you may notice there's some kind of weird squeaking going on from the back of my bike. Now earlier I actually let a bit of air out of my shock because I thought it was a bit hard, but classic me, I let too much air out, so I've actually got my shock on the first stage of climb control just to stiffen it up a bit. It actually feels awesome, but it does a little bit of squeaking noise. Okay, so yeah, I have ridden this bit before. This bit is super fun. It's basically a long pump track, and my legs were burning at the end of this. But this should be fun. Testing the tyre grip there. Whoa.
legs.
Well, that was an awesome first day here at Soelden. What an awesome place, and everyone is super friendly and super nice. Bike Republic Soelden, a few of their employees, riders came out, and they're such nice people. They showed us around, and I am genuinely impressed. And it's not just how good the trails are, it's just how good everything here is organised. We had the unfortunate instance of someone fell off in front of us, suspected broken collarbone or dislocated shoulder, and yeah, Bike Republic Soelden got on the job, called in some medics. They were up the hill in like less than 10 minutes. Then they decided to airlift him off, and the helicopter came again less than 10 minutes after that. So yeah, he got airlifted off to hospital just so soon after his crash, which is so reassuring to know that unfortunately if you do fall off, at least there are people here who will look after you, which is awesome. Speaking of being looked after, I forgot to mention this when I arrived earlier, but Sunlight, they know how to treat their riders right. So they did some research and found out that I like apple juice and grapes. So what did I find when I came to the fridge? We have got apple juice, we have got grapes, which I've already nibbled on, there's a few less than there were before, bananas, and a few snacks here. You know it's a good company when they look after the team like that, so thank you so much, Sunlight. One thing I've never done before is really ride with women. It just so happens to be that most of my riding friends are guys. I guess it is a very male-dominated sport. I didn't expect to ride with women. It was a pleasant surprise, and yeah, I hope I will do it again soon. So I'm about to go for a barbecue soon, although it has now started to rain. There is some, you can't really see it here, but there are some dark clouds. There's a bit of lightning, a bit of thunder, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of a storm, although it might not make the barbecue as fun. So yeah, that is day one done. It was awesome. Tomorrow is looking like a bit of a wetter day, so it might not be a gimbal day, it might just be a GoPro Hero 7, but hopefully that'll still look good. Who knows, the weather might actually be pretty good anyway. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna get an early night tonight, sleep like a baby, and then get on it tomorrow. So catch you there.